What is up, superfans? I'm Matt Stockholm, and this is another edition of the Quantum Corner. Do you like superhero movies, TV shows, comics, and toys? Well, then the Quantum Corner is a place for you. Please consider subscribing to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and your comments and feedback down below are always appreciated. If you do all three, that will instantly qualify you for our giveaways, which I will talk more about at the end of the video, so make sure and stay tuned. Okay, so now that Avengers Endgame is out on digital release, and we can watch it 1,000 times over, there is a lot of different things coming to the surface, like Easter eggs, details, clues, and even insight from the directors and writers themselves. What I want to do today is go over some of the newly found Easter eggs that I've found, as well as a couple cool ones that have surfaced in the media. Some of these are pretty important to the future of the MCU, and some are just really cool. I encourage you guys to rewatch some of the older movies, especially the origin and solo films for the main Avengers. There's a lot of stuff you don't get unless you rewatch it, so definitely check those movies out, and I'm sure you'll find some new stuff. Okay, so let's get into these Easter eggs. Number 5. When we see Hulk and Rocket, and they're going to recruit Thor in Avengers Endgame, you'll notice the name of the town is Tonsberg, Norway. We're going back to Captain America the First Avenger. When the Red Skull shows up in the very beginning to find the Tesseract, we see that the name of the town that he's raiding is Tonsberg, Norway. I thought this Easter egg was really cool and further connects the Viking culture to Odin and those of Asgard. Number 4. Sticking with Captain America the First Avenger, I want to move forward into Endgame. When Hulk is wearing the gauntlet and he's preparing to snap, we see that he's suffering in a lot of pain, and Thor cautions him to take it off. We'll rewind back to the First Avenger. When Steve Rogers takes the Super Soldier Serum, it's Peggy Carter who calls out for Stark to turn the machine off. But both Cap and Hulk push through, saying, "I can do this." It's really cool to see that in this moment, both of the heroes are suffering, but they push on to do what they set out to do. So definitely a very cool Easter egg as well. Number 3. When we see Tony out in space in Avengers Endgame, and he's recording his last message for Pepper, he says, "It's you. It's always been you." Well, if you look back to Iron Man 2 when Tony was dying, and he's preparing to make Pepper the CEO, he tells her he's been doing a bit of headhunting, and then he realized, "It's you. It's always been you." Again, I thought this was a cool callback, especially to Iron Man 2, and it was really worth rewatching to find it. So I thought this was definitely a really cool Easter egg. Number 2. In Avengers Endgame, when they're building the quantum tunnel, Tony Stark approaches and calls Rocket Ratchet. Well, this is referring to the character Ratchet from the video game Ratchet and Clank. Okay, number 1. At the very end of Avengers Endgame, when we see Peter Parker and Ned's reunion in the hallway and they're giving each other a hug and catching up, there is a character that nobody initially noticed. If you look really closely, you can see there's a young teenage girl with short blonde hair, a spiderweb skirt, and a pink backpack. And many believe that this is our first look at Gwen Stacy or Spider-Gwen in the MCU. I'm really excited about this one. I think this is awesome, and I really hope this is our first tease into that. And along with that, I hope we maybe get Miles Morales and maybe a live-action Spider-Verse. So definitely sound off below, guys. What did you think about these Easter eggs? What things did you notice? Have you rewatched some movies and noticed some cool Easter eggs or details? I always like hearing what you guys have to say. As always, don't forget, subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and your comments and feedback down below are always appreciated. If you do all three, that will instantly qualify you for our giveaways. Our next poster giveaway is going to be at 300 subscribers, and our 1K subs giveaway is going to be the Marvel Legends Nanotech Gauntlet. So keep watching, keep sharing, keep paying attention, guys. For the Quantum Corner, I'm Matt Stockholm saying, stay super, everybody.